Misty, merry ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to QI's Christmas party. To celebrate this most magical time of the year, we've conjured up a show absolutely heaving with Hocus Pocus. Waving their fairy wands tonight are the bewitching Graham Norton. The mysterious Lee Mack. The wizardly Daniel Radcliffe. And, of course, my glamorous assistant, Alan Davis. So, release your incantations, gentlemen. Graham goes...
Hey, presto!
Very nice. Lee goes...
Abracadabra.
Daniel goes...
Expelliarmus!
And Alan goes...
Please.
That was the magic word, wasn't it? Yeah. So, Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy with our first question. What is the oldest trick in the book?
Can we take these off
You can
now?
take them off if you're hot.
Otherwise, I'm going to have a sudden desire to sort out my pension.
So, what is the oldest trick in the book?
Abracadabra.
Debbie McGee.
Sure! Shame on you, Lee.
It's Christmas as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Was that charitable?
Not really. I'll take that back.
OK.
Is it an ancient Greek book?
It's even older. Ooh.
Egyptian?
Egyptian is the right answer.
I think I might have.
You might know
Is
this?
it about a man called Dedi?
Dedi. How do you know about Dedi? You're right.
He was a man who did the first magic trick, which was, I think, a decapitation of a goose.
You're right.
And tore it off and did it to impress the king. And it's in an ancient scroll.
It
which I
is?
do know the name of. I think I do.
Yeah, go on.
The Westcar Papyrus.
The Westcar Papyrus. This man is brilliant.
I should say, you know, I have
Do they
had... Yes, they do. There is a
They
certain
teach
amount
this
of...
in ancient wizardry at Hogwarts.
Yes, they do. Absolutely, yes.
Like,
I don't want you to...
This is going to be a very short show.
Next question. Come on. I'm not about the jokes. It's all about points for me.
It's all about
I'm here
points.
to win.
I like this.
Can I just
Pretty much
ask,
it.
what part of pulling a goose's head off is a trick?
Well, no, sorry, yes, and then restored it.
That's the
And
point.
he was
Oh, that's
very
the
sorry.
key
Yes,
bit.
that's
That's the point. It's a
Oh, the old two geese in my bag trick.
He did a goose, as you rightly say, then he did a duck, and then he moved on to an ox, and he would wrench their heads off, and then they would be restored. But you may say, I want to see this trick. If this really exists, I want to see it. And that's the point, is it is the oldest trick in the book because it's recorded then, all that time ago, happening nearly 5,000 years ago, but it's still done today. And do you know what? We have a magician who's going to come on and show you that trick. All right? So, but first, ladies and gentlemen, it's Christmas time. We have to summon him. His name is Scott. So let's say Accio Scott, all right?
It was also mystical till then, wasn't it? His name is Scott.
It's a fine name. He's Scott Penrose. He's the Vice President of the Magic Circle. So, after 3, 2, 1, we go Accio Scott. We go 3, 2, 1...
Accio Scott.
Whoa!
Oh, my God! He wasn't there, and then he was there! What happened?
It's magic, Lee. Isn't it wonderful? Scott, welcome.
Lovely to see you, sir.
So, I believe you can do the Dedi trick that Dan told us about.
Yes,
Would you
indeed.
like to do it, please, with
Well,
your...
we'll give it a go with Norman. We just give him a little bit of a...
no.
Oh, no!
There we go. Just pop his head back on. Doop.
Oh.
There he goes.
Brilliant. Fabulous. The sensational Scott Penrose, ladies and gentlemen. There you are. The oldest trick in the book.
I can do the first half of that trick.
But was it a trick? I mean, so, but...
What's
if
it
that
a
was
trick?
that was really the very first trick ever.
We know
Well,
of.
if we went
It's
wrong a few
written down.
times.
Surely people did pull my finger before that.
Maybe. The oldest trick in the book involved pulling the heads off Egyptian animals. So, what might go wrong if you tried to catch a bullet in your teeth? I say. Is that you, Lee?
That's a good-looking lad, whoever
Yeah.
that is.
Is the danger that you will end up turning into one of Britain's top light entertainers?
Oh, so charming.
There is something about your teeth get knocked out, isn't there?
Well, there is that danger, I would imagine, if you were really... I mean, how does the trick work? Do you think someone fires a gun into your face?
No, but is there something about if you don't open your mouth properly, then the bullet would break your teeth from the other side? Because presumably the bullet comes from inside your mouth.
It's secreted in your mouth in some fashion. Yeah,
So-
but there are other dangers, and there have been disasters in the past. In 1869, Dr. Epstein, who was a magician, and he used to tamp the gun down with the end of his wand, you know, in this sort of magical fashion, and he left a tiny bit of the wand in, and so he had the bullet in his mouth, and when his assistant fired the gun, the bit of the wand went out and killed him. So that can happen. The other
But it must have been amazing being in the audience. You'd have gone, God, this is good. What's going to happen now? The blood's spurting from the back of his neck.
Well, there was a man called Raoul Curran in 1880 who made the mistake of doing the trick in the Wild West. The drunk fellow said, "Oh, if you can stop bullets, stop this one," and just shot him straight in the head. Right in the forehead. And killed him, stone dead.
Sort of serves him right, though.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you are tempted to catch a bullet in your teeth, don't. Now, from testing spells, you'll like this, to spelling tests.
Good.
Good. Yes. I before E, fingers on buzzers, accepting after...
Please.
C.
No, that just isn't a rule. And why isn't it a rule?
Because of
words where...
words where it's not.
Yeah.
E becomes
Because of the
before I
exceptions
after
to the
C.
rule?
Because there are more exceptions to the rule than the rule itself, by quite a long way.
Who was counted?
Ceiling.
They've been counted. Would you like to
Ceiling
know?
one.
God.
Yeah, there are 923 English words that have a C-I-E in them.
Do we have to name them all?
No. you're let off, but name
Happy
some.
New Year.
Ceiling.
No, that's C-E-I.
C, yeah, that's what you said.
No. The rule, the supposed rule is...
except after C.
But I'm saying, in
ceiling.
fact, there are 923 which break that rule.
Receive, receipt.
So hang on, if it's I before C, E except after C,
Yeah.
we're looking for words where E follows C, aren't we?
No. No. The rule is it should be C-E-I, according to that.
See,
Oh, but you're saying it's wrong.
There are 923
I know
examples.
one, which it isn't.
Yeah.
Ceiling, that's not one. Ceiling isn't one. Ceiling isn't one of the ones you're looking for.
Yes, I want the ones I am looking
That's
for.
right. So I repeat my answer and I say not
Lee,
ceiling.
I'm looking for the ones I'm looking for.
You're looking for the ones you're looking for.
So give me a C-I-E.
Ceiling?
I may explode at any minute.
C-I-E.
Receipt is C-I-E.
Yeah, those are the ones that conform to the rule.
Okay, the
Receipt,
rule is looking pretty good right now, because...
glacier, species.
yes, but now I know them, and I didn't think I knew it.
Yeah. There are, the point is there are lots and lots and lots.
923 words.
These are ones with EI without the C in front, obviously, as well as the CIE, concierge.
Oh, you don't even have to have a C in
That's
it
the
now.
end. No, they're EI. Are you incapable of rational thought? You cannot be that stupid.
You've really...
You cannot be that...
Stephen, can I just say, you really are going to have to work on your Bruce Forsyth. Are you really capable of rational thought? I mean, really?
This is not
I tell
integration
you.
game. This is
Are you a
QI.
human being? I don't think you are.
No. Work it out.
These words don't count. They're not even English words.
Well...
You can't have hacienda and concierge.
Yeah, but there are... The point is there are 21 times as many words that break the rule than don't.
However, if you want to spell ceiling...
If you want to spell ceiling,
Remember,
or receipt.
or
I before E
conceit, or
except after
deceit.
C.
Yeah. But if you want to spell veil and weird,
Yeah, but there's no
There's no
C in them.
no. It's I before E every time, except after C. But in we're, that's the
Oh, I
point.
see.
Yeah.
They're
I
You
see.
cannot be that stupid.
What? He said it and you're looking at me.
You got it.
How do I get the blame for his stupidity? I've got my own, thank you.
Wow.
Daniel, you're the only person on this show who isn't a complete idiot.
I'm sure you are.
Anyway, Stephen begins with S. That's not
quiet. That's why I'm keeping so quiet at this moment.
What about my surname? Am I
Scrabble does
spelling that
that.
right? There's an I and an E in there.
It's I before E always.
Yeah, always.
According to the rule.
Yes.
Yeah, but the rule's wrong,
But
Stephen.
the rule is wrong. Yes, it's now officially no longer taught in schools because it is so clear.
Oh, really? Is it not at all taught?
It's not taught.
So the rule now is it's I before E, or sometimes it's E before I.
Mostly after C, it's IE.
If in doubt, look it up, you lazy git.
I before E,
look
except for the
upsetly.
following 923.
Yes.
And then you reel them all off.
Thank God for spell check.
I'm
Number one,
slightly...
ceiling.
I am...
Number two, red ceiling. Three, blue ceiling. Help me, lads, I'm running out of colours.
I am slightly shocked by my intolerance, and you'll have to forgive me, but I think we've managed to get it through. The spelling trick I before E is wrong on so many occasions that schools have stopped teaching it. Which of these would you rather have on your Quidditch team? A Muggle, Hagrid, or Dumbledore?
Is it the one that looks like Julius Caesar who's about to be sick in a bucket?
I don't know which one that is.
On the left.
Oh, see, yes, it does. I think that's Dudley, is it?
Yeah.
The point is, in a lot of J.K. Rowling's work, the words are real, and Dumbledore is a real English word, as is Hagrid, as is Muggle. And I want you to tell me what they really mean.
Dumbledore's going to be some sort of a term for a village idiot, I think.
Well, funnily enough, yes, it became that. In Thomas Hardy's Under the Greenwood Tree, it means a slow simpleton. It's used as a bit of a Dumbledore, but actually it has an original earlier meaning, yeah?
Is there not a Hagrid reference in one of the Thomas Hardy books?
There may well be.
I don't know, one of the Thomas Hardy books. I don't know which
I've
one.
read, I mean, I've seen
sure there is,
the longer form, Hagridden, I've seen many times, but start with...
Monster-like.
Start with Muggle. Do you know where the word Muggle might first have been
Sounds
used?
like some sort of woodland creature or something furry.
Actually, it's an American Jazz Age word. It's a drug.
It's a marijuana.
Marijuana is the right answer. Muggle was a word for marijuana, for cannabis, and indeed more particularly for people who smoked it. They were muggles.
Really?
People who smoked marijuana were called muggles.
That's hilarious.
But what's the next word, then? We've got Hagrid, which is used in Thomas Hardy, you're right, in the Mayor
I've
of
seen it in the
Casterbridge.
longer form, Hagridden.
Yes, Hagridden. Yeah. Very good.
I should try that.
Clever of you.
It means... Hagridden. Oh, it means a bony old horse.
It's a mare.
It's a nightmare.
Yes.
It's a nightmare involving a horse. No.
Was there something to do with somebody chasing you through?
If you had bad dreams, you were said to be hag-ridden.
Oh, that's great,
That your
isn't it?
witches had come to you in the night. You were hag-ridden.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, to be Hagrid.
Is that a drunk person not finding the toilet?
Well, it's a... since records began, that's horrible. When people sleep...
They'll feel terrible when they wake up.
That's a relationship that's not going to survive, isn't it?
When people sleep badly these days, they think they've been probed by aliens, but before the idea of aliens came, it was goblins and witches and demons and hags. And that's what Hagridden means.
What's the horse doing?
That's the nightmare.
He's operating the video.
Very good.
With his big hooves.
So that leaves us with Dumbledore, which, as you say, has been used to mean a slight simpleton. There's the great Gambon. But it had an earlier meaning, and the first half of it...
Dumble.
Dumble.
Is it to...
Think of a rhyming word for dumble.
Jumble.
Mumble, mumble, crumble.
Mumble.
Not mumble.
Mumble.
Lovely
Ceiling.
crumble.
Don't try me too hardly, Mac.
Stumble.
No, you...
Bumble.
Yes.
Bumblebee. It's a type
Yes,
of bee.
it is a bumblebee.
I've redeemed myself.
Yeah, there were different ways of saying it. A daw means a humming insect in Old English. So a Dumbledore was a bumblebee.
That's great.
That's what the word means. It's rather nice.
That's great.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Pleasing.
Can't believe I didn't know it.
No.
I'm really annoyed.
There you
I missed out on more precious points.
But you did well. You got some points for
I did, I'm
knowing it was in
pleased, I was
Hardy.
thrilled.
Yeah. But how did Hogwarts tackle drinking problems?
Is that a character, drinking problems?
No.
One of the old ghosts.
Harry
there
Potter
were-
in a goblet of special brew.
Alan's working.
The word existed before the book, then.
Yes, you're on the right lines.
When the hog finds that the creeks run dry, there's nowhere to drink.
No, it's drinking problems
Get
of
some
an
mineral water
alcoholic
from it.
sort.
It's sailors.
Yes, it is, in the US Navy. Very good. It came straight to your mind.
Graham just said
I just thought,
sailors every now
who
and then.
drinks? Who
Yeah.
drinks? Sailors.
A particular branch of the US Navy, submariners. Now, the torpedoes, right, used to run on ethyl alcohol. That was their fuel. Now, since 1914, the US Navy had been dry. You were not allowed to drink. But on board, they had 180% proof alcohol. So how to stop them drinking it?
Well, it would kill you unless you add tonic, I think.
It wouldn't kill you, no. I mean, they would add things. They had plenty of juices they could add to it, and they did.
But delicious, then.
Yeah,
I thought the maximum...
That's the point. You wanted to stop it being delicious or stop it, you know, you wanted to make it dangerous.
Putting it inside a torpedo would go somewhere.
Yeah, that would do it, but it had to be stored as the fuel, and it could be got at. So what you do is you add something. They started by adding methanol, known as Pink Lady, which makes you blind. And they said, if you drink this, you will go blind.
Well,
yeah, so
we've all been told things like that. It didn't stop us.
No, unfortunately, that's the problem. That's exactly the problem. Anyway, it didn't work. So they added something called croton oil, which came from the spurge plant, known as the hogwort. So they added hogwart's juice. And that made you vomit and gave you diarrhea. But that, of course, didn't work either, because they just boiled it up and it condensed off again and they got rid of it and they would carry on drinking it. They added pineapple juice.
And also, regular alcohol makes you vomit and... That's a night out, isn't it?
That's probably true. That's probably true, but that was the role that Hogwarts played, anyway. J.K. Rowling, in interviews, when it was pointed out that there was such a thing as Hogwarts, said that she thought she'd made it up herself, but that maybe she'd been to Kew Gardens, and seen Hogwarts, and it just kind of registers in the back of your mind, as these things often do. Anyway.
I have visions of J.K. Rowling with a bottle of medicine.
Rowling.
I made it up, and if anyone's just...
Rolling. Rolling.
What did I say?
Rowling. W before O, except after R.
Like bowling, not like howling. It could be either, you're right. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm not picking on you, Lee. I love you deeply. During the war... Sorry, let's never do it.
It would
during
be the most...
war...
If you were picking on me, it would be the most middle-class way of picking on anyone. I think you'll find it rolling like bowling. Stop the bully!
During the war, American sailors used to drink torpedo-fueled cocktails, though the Navy tried to stop them by adding hogwort oil. Now, here's a Harry question. Why does the Doomsday Book contain so many empty villages in Yorkshire?
Expelliarmus!
Is it called the Harrowing of the North?
The harrying of
harrying of the
North.
North.
The harrying. It's like a harrowing, but it's the harrying.
And this is my understanding of it is that there was basically in the city of York, there was an uprising against the Norman troops that were there, and then basically all the people in the city kind of realised that they were actually vastly outnumbering the York soldiers.
That's right. You're doing well.
But then I think there was a decree sent by the king after this uprising happened, and everything was burnt from sort of like 100 miles.
You sort of got the salient points. Yes, William the Bastard, as he was known. William the Conqueror. Don't be put off by a young person knowing more than you, Alan. You must be used to it by now.
I'm just mucking about, so
No,
sorry.
That's OK. So what did he say? What is it?
I was listening.
Yeah, you see? Oh, you're in trouble. No, yeah, the harrying...
We weren't concentrating, we were thinking about 10-pin bowling, weren't we?
Well, the harrowing of the North, for those at the back...
yeah.
was the worst example of genocide. Genocide. Oh, you're in trouble. Because it's Christmas, I'm going to be very lenient. No, it was actually our worst ever act of genocide. What have you done? You see?
Sorry, what about this massacre thing?
Yeah.
Max says,
Yes, people from the north were ruthlessly killed.
Oh. You say ruthlessly with the war cry of "It's rolling as in bowling!"
Exactly.
They killed them, sir. They killed them in the north.
They killed them. The Normans slaughtered 100,000 people, and those that survived mostly died of starvation and or lived in
But little
abject...
did they know how good we were at breeding.
Yes. Anyway, who would like to pull a Christmas cracker? I've got one. They've even got your names on. That's Lee's, and that's Alan's. And there we are. We passed it on. You see the names there. One for Graham, one for Daniel.
With each other?
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah,
Go on, there you are, do that.
Oh, there, you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost twice. Great.
Great.
I got
Well,
mine.
give him one of the jokes, Alan, if you'd be so kind.
No way.
Oh, you must. Let him have a joke. So, Graham, would you like to read your joke?
OK, here we go.
Oh.
Did you write these?
Are they good?
It just sounds like something you might write.
Oh.
Knock, knock.
Who's that?
To.
To who?
To whom, surely?
That's a good joke. Oh, dear. Lee, what's your joke?
Knock, knock.
Who's that?
J.K. Rowling.
Hey!
No, what cheese do you use to coax a bear out of its cave?
What cheese do you use to coax a bear out of its cave?
Come on, Bear.
Come on, bear! Brilliant!
Come on, Bear.
Come on, bear.
Come on, bear! Very good. Very good.
Is that really it?
Yeah, I didn't even know bears like cheese.
No, I'm not going to fall for that one, Lee. Daniel.
Who is the most famous married woman in America?
Yes.
What? I didn't hear that. Mississippi. That's really excellent. Yeah. Anna.
What disease can you get from decorating a Christmas tree?
Syphilis.
Tinselitis.
Oh, that's very
No?
good.
Yes, it is.
Oh, hey.
Hey!
Well, there you are. Now,
Oh, that was
Yeah, absolutely.
you'd be pleased to know there's a department at the University of Hertfordshire called the Public Understanding of Psychology, and Richard Wiseman has a theory about cracker jokes, which is they should be bad. Why is that a good thing? Alan.
Who's speaking?
You're wishing you hadn't had that methanol now.
Jokes should be bad.
Yeah.
Is it because
Why should
to
they
make
be
us
bad?
feel
That's what I'm asking.
superior?
Sorry?
To make us feel superior.
Well, no, sort of the opposite.
It's because they've always been bad and we don't like change.
Partly that may be, but also his theory is that almost not everybody will always find a joke funny. Therefore, the moment you tell a joke, at a party in particular, you're dividing the room into two, those who liked it, those who didn't. And sometimes it's nobody likes it and the person who tells it feels bad. Whereas if everybody knows the joke is a terrible groaning joke, it's everybody against the joke. So everybody's bonded. So, yes, cracker jokes are bad because they are, and that's why they're not bad. So that's it for this cracking QI Christmas. Let's just check the scores and see how we're doing. Oh, my goodness me. Well,
I think I've done very
it's
well.
really exciting because winning on his first appearance with 10 points is Daniel Radcliffe. And in second place with 4 points, Graham Norton. But it's pretty tight below the salt. In third place with -18, Lee Mack. And just in last place is our stable donkey, Alan Davis, on -19. Well, it would be no kind of Christmas party if it didn't end with tricks and japes and larks of all kinds. So, have you got a trick or a jape lined up, Alan?
I have something, yes.
Ooh, who are you going to play it on?
If I could ask Lee to be my Debbie McGee.
I'm not falling for this again.
Take it away.
Come on.
Oh.
This is my equipment, Lee. If I could ask you to lie in the box, your head at that end, please.
This is like the time you told me to smell your hanky. It's chloroform.
Oh,
joke.
chloroform, thank God.
All the way back, if you don't mind, sir, all the way in. Just tuck yourself in under there.
My God, soaring! I didn't see that.
Just look this way, concentrate on the audience, smile at the audience. You're very happy, you're relaxed.
Oh, yeah, I'm having the time of my life.
Are you sure you're all the way in?
Are you sure you know what you're doing? Oh, hello. I can see why Phil Jupiters wasn't invited on this week. Ow! Ow!
Maybe I should have had Daniel, I don't know.
I think that would have been more sensible.
I can't feel my legs.
I used to play a magician's assistant, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Ow, that's the bit.
Just try and relax.
Oh, my God.
Whoa! Yeah!
Are you ready? Just relax, it won't hurt at all. Are you all right?
What?
I said, are you all right?
Hey, cross me out, you're cooking me belly, you know.
Oh.
Brilliant. Oh, don't worry, you've worked with all the professionals, haven't you? Douglas Bader and Heather Mills. I'm under stress.
Let's just see. Can you... There's his arm. Yes.
The arm's not the bit I'm worried about.
Yes, that's fine. Here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if this has worked...
Oh, my word!
Oh, yeah!
Blimey.
Alan Jonas and the glamorous Lee Mack, ladies and gentlemen. Well, all I can say...
Oh, God, surely you don't leave it like that.
You just hang there for the moment, Lee, and we will see. It's going to be hard to top, boys. Can you do something similar?
Well,
Graham.
Come with me, Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh,
Now,
I say.
This did seem like a good idea. So,
Right.
if you want to
Shall I?
kneel down there.
Right.
There now. OK. This feels very wrong, doesn't it? Children are watching and sobbing. What's he doing?
They're crying.
He found Dorothy, now he's killing Harry Potter. OK.
Daniel, you have...
You all right there?
Yeah, that
Daniel, have you
that feels
finished
about right, yeah.
both of the Harry Potter films by now?
Hey, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
They can usually finish them without
Yes.
you.
I'm so bad at this, I was about to lean through. That's why. You all right, though? Are you comfortable?
Oh, yes, it's lovely. Thank you.
OK, nothing can go wrong. Wouldn't it be awful if you... No, because you know what I mean? We had the stuff about the bullets, and suddenly there'll be some story about... And then Graham got distracted by a bright light, and... oh, he's dead. I know. Have I done... I think I've done it all right. You live on in films forever.
Drum roll.
OK, here we go. So, 3, 2...
On that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Graham. You saw it here. It'll be on YouTube before you can speak, but my goodness me. On that bombshell, it's thanks to Lee and Alan. And it's thanks to Graham and the late Daniel Radcliffe. And a very Merry Christmas to you all. Good night.
With unforgettable moments, including John Prescott as guest host, a special Have I Got News For You next tonight on BBC One. And then Graham's back at 10:30 with guests Matt Lucas, David Walliams and Doctor Who, Matt Smith.